I need to come here, talk me.
Put in ass.
Come talk me.
Come
Listen to me, asshole. Hey, come here, talk me.
Fuck you, asshole. Put my cock in my ass.
I don't have time for these. Come talk me. Hey, listen, you fuck guy.
They're
come
playing
here.
the music, fuck guy.
It's tuck time.
Hey, come
me.
talk me.
Put me in my ass.
Come on, talk me.
Tuck me in my ass.
Tuck my ass.
Put my cock in my ass.
Tuck my penis. Tuck my penis into my fucking ass.
You tuck my ass.
And that's all I heard for years.
And
Wow.
13. And we're live.
And we're getting ahead.
9,
8,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3.
Bum 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 bum.
It's a new.
Bum 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 bum. Tonight on Gay Man News.
It's a new season. And
with your host Adam Friedland.
Hi, welcome to Gay Man News.
Where the host is gay.
No,
The host is
It just
gay, and
means
he's
four
doing
gay guys.
He's doing the third ad read of the show.
Okay, Antonio Brown is on the Raiders
Because he's gay.
Okay, no, you can.
Yes.
You don't have to be.
Da, 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 da.
You're gay.
Just get to the story.
This guy's gay.
Le'Veon Bell.
The show where the anchor is worse than the announcer guys.
Odell Beckham is in Cleveland. The one thing that hasn't changed is where I'm putting my money down on all games. MyBookie is the place to bet on football every weekend.
You can also bet on the weather.
Yeah, that's right.
Going now to the weather guy, who's a different character. Let's see if he can do it. Just come up with a name and do a character that's a weather guy.
Hey, y'all. My name is Steven, and I'm here with the weather.
Just his first name.
Yes. Well, it's
Stephen Tornado.
Steven.
There you go.
No,
The gay weatherman.
The gayest, the only weatherman gayer than the anchor that started.
Hi, y'all. I want to talk to you about.
Say Stephen Tornado here.
Steven Tornado here, and I want to.
Nice!
And I want to talk to you about mybookie.com, which has better bonuses, prop bets, than more prop bets than any other sportsbook. Period. This year they're hosting the first online handicapping super contest.
This just in,
Breaking news!
something really gay happened. Let's go to a different anchor.
We're
on the
going
scene.
live on scene to...
Hey, this is Deshaun Simpson.
Okay, whatever.
Let's see if we can get through it without saying the N-word. Let's go to Deshaun.
What's the breaking
And let's see if Deshaun can do 3 minutes without saying the N-word that we have to delete.
Deshaun Simpson here, and I want to let you know.
Do the voice. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. We all know what you meant by Deshaun Simpson.
No, you could be like a white guy.
At least say y'all.
Yeah, hey y'all, first place is guaranteed to win at least $100,000.
And what do they do with your deposit?
And they double it.
When they shove it up your ass.
Up to 1,000 first deposit bonus. Isn't that right, Deshaun?
That's right, y'all.
What's your favorite food, Deshaun?
I like a crudité. Like just different.
Very close. You almost said crispy. Your mind was going towards crispy.
what you were going to say.
Okay.
Because you didn't want to say fried chicken, but you couldn't stop thinking about it.
Everyone likes chicken.
And it was sublimated into crispy.
It's not just one type of person that likes chicken. I mean, basically.
Would
every
you say that my bookie is always the right play, Deshaun?
Yeah. Of
Is it
course.
always the right play? Follow-up question, what race of women are you most attracted to?
And how fat are they?
And what body part needs to be the fattest?
Well, that's a trick question because we're on the gay news right now, and I, Deshaun Simpson, am a gay man. So I'm attracted to all races of women just as friends. MyBookie.com has live in-game betting on NFL games. They've got the most rewarding player perks in the business. And for your fantasy guys out there, you can even bet on the over-under of how many fantasy points a player will score each game.
Thanks, Deshaun. Kick it back to the original anchor.
Let's go back to the Adam Friedland in the studio.
Hey, y'all, it's me, Adam.
No.
It's the real Adam.
That's why my bookie is always right.
Breaking news, the real Adam has returned.
You bet you win, they pay.
And the imposter Adam has returned to UCB for more comedy lessons.
My bookie has live in-game betting on every NFL game. So use promo code CUMTOWN to activate the offer. That's promo code CUMTOWN. It's me, Adam Friedland. Visit MyBookie online today. That's MyBookie, MyBookie. And don't forget to use the promo code CUMTOWN.
Promo code CUMTOWN.
Bet, win, get paid.
I've been fucked in my ass.
This just in, the president. We cut right now to the
My fellow
president
Americans.
giving a live speech.
Let my fellow Americans, the president, me, has been fucked in his ass.
Who did it, Mr. President?
The Mujahideen.
That's a little previous.
The Mujahideen have fucked in my ass.
The Mujah.
Fuck, dude.
My
We
fellow
got
Americans, we will prevail.
we have all been fucked in the ass by the Mujahideen. Every American
As your
is
president.
waking up to find that they have all been fucked by
It's
the
Christmas morning here in Washington, and I've been fucked in my ass by the Mujahideen. If you want to see a president not fucked again in his ass, you will send $50 million to bank account 12345678910 Pakistan Bank by noon, or we fuck him again and again and again. We gotta do something. The president's up there right now getting fucked in his ass.
A couple.
Did you want to say something?
No.
Go ahead,
Just
try
finish
it.
the news. Just finish the
You're a
news.
And
professional
that's-
comedian
Okay.
on
Well,
your own podcast.
but I mean, I thought we finished the read.
We did, but you were about to say
bit
something.
is still going on.
The gay news is still going on?
You doing jokes in the context of doing the podcast.
Okay,
You were about to say something. We're supporting you. This is what support looks
I wasn't
like.
going to say it.
This is as close as it gets to being supported.
This just in to the gay news.
Yeah. What is it?
LeBron James,
What about him?
NBA champion LeBron James.
Is he gay?
He's been fucked in his ass.
This I'm the president, and now I'm
fellow.
the anchor.
My fellow Americans, I'm Barack Obama and I'm gay.
12 former presidents have come
also
out.
My name is President Ryan Schutz.
I've been fucked in
And
my
I'm
ass.
Barack Obama and I'm
And I'm
gay.
gay.
And I've been fucked by the Mujahideen. Oh, yeah, brother.
Yeah.
The gay news with Adam Friedland.
With Adam
The
Friedland.
gayest anchor of all time. He's getting fucked, he's sucking, and he's getting sucked.
This isn't just any room. It's a newsroom. Does he say that on the show? I hope he says that.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. We're not just in a room here. We're in the newsroom. Guy, can we go live here, please?
Can we go live?
Kathy Giffords has just been shot in her pussy. All right? This isn't fucking clown room. It's newsroom.
It's the newsroom.
What do you think this is? A room full of midgets and donkeys? This isn't a donkey show. All right? It's the newsroom.
It's the newsroom.
So what do people want when they watch the news? They want to see a donkey have sex with a woman's pussy. Maybe in Mexico. But not in the room I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the newsroom.
I'm thinking of a newsroom.
I'm thinking of a room filled with news. Every kind of news that you could possibly read.
Oh, fuck. Damn, my fucking Fitbit's going off. I gotta get 240 steps.
240 steps.
You got 240 to go today?
No,
It's
I
like
got
a
one
watch.
more.
But it doesn't tell time. It bullies fat people into standing up.
Into barely doing the bare minimum.
Into not
to stay
doing any,
alive.
so they feel worse and buy even more products. What are you saying, Don? That we make fat people feel even worse? And that's exactly what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
I say we get them fat.
We plump them up.
We're putting caramel in the cigarettes. We're putting candy in the cigarettes. A way to get even fatter, and we can make them smoke and buy bullshit watches.
Shouts out to the gay Lucky Strikes guy trying to suck off Sal.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
An iconic gay predator.
I've actually never watched more than like 6 episodes of that show.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a waste
Pretty
of
good.
time.
You don't like it?
I thought it was a waste of time.
Nah, dude, it's pretty good. There's pussy. There's plenty of pussy in it.
Yeah. January.
You see a lot of breasts. It's pretty nice. He
I don't think
fingers.
you see bare breasts in the show.
What the fuck are you talking?
It's on AMC.
Wait, are
You don't see
serious?
bare titty.
Did I just in my imagination retcon
Yeah.
titties into
It's
it?
not HBO.
Fuck.
Yeah,
you know
there's a
what?
lot of clothed
that.
fingering that happens.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
clothes
clothes
fingering.
How does
fingers.
that feel?
Do you
Does
like
it feel
that?
good? Does it feel good?
You know what? I don't have a problem with clothes fingering. It feels cool.
How does it feel when I put my fingers inside of your ass?
Not very good, Mr. Draper.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Draper, I'd like it if you took your fingers out of my ass. Maybe you should just let me finish my pitch. I have 3 cock awards. I have 15 awards from the Cock Show. I've won Best in Show every year. I'm the greatest advertiser this company's ever seen.
Yeah, he probably does have a nice one. The character and the real guy.
The real guy got in trouble for having too nice of a one.
Yeah.
Not too big, not nice. We don't know if it's nice.
Well, yeah, for me, big is not nice. You're absolutely
I
right.
remember
The smaller,
I know
the
you're not-
it was
nicer.
the
I know
first
you're not a
season, the
size queen.
producers came to me and they demanded I do the Belgian talk. And at first I was disgusted. And then I looked into the history of it. And I got really involved in the Cock Show. And I've been here every year since, competing in the best cock through dress pants category.
Oh, he crushed
I've yet to win. I've yet to win, but it's always
Idris got him. Idris got him last year.
Idris wins every year. And I told Liam Neeson about it, and we were at a bar, and he got so mad that he pissed himself and ran out. And he just beat the shit out of the first black guy he saw.
The first black bastard.
And he was just screaming, "This is what you get for having a better cock than my dear friend John. This is what you get." And I said, "Liam, this isn't you."
This isn't what you. This is not
And
who
he
you
said,
are.
"You're
man."
right. This is Ra's al Ghul." And we just bonded over our ability to act.
Yeah, to
And just,
disappear
I
into your
respected
characters.
how much he was into the character.
Yeah.
That he would commit a violent hate crime to make Batman more real, to help Batman, to help movie be good. He's helping movie be good by being serious.
Serious and real.
Being a serious actor.
Oh fuck, man. Fuck, mate. Oh fuck, mate.
Method acting is so fucking funny because fucking Sean Penn was going around acting like a retard in between
Oh
scenes.
yeah.
That's got to be like that's probably a bigger kept secret than all the fucking the planes and secret islands.
Oh yeah.
Is fucking
The footage of him when they said cut.
yeah.
How he was behaving.
Him in his trailer playing with Legos and shitting himself.
The collective sigh of the cast and crew.
Yeah.
After they said cut.
I can't.
Oh
I
God.
didn't mean it.
He's doing it again.
Pulling his dick out, making people look at it.
Yeah.
Smiling. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-da-da.
Tonight on Putting Adam on the Spot.
This just in. Adam's gay.
Adam's being put on the spot again.
Okay, let's go.
This time, I'm going to start with a letter, and you immediately say what first pops in your mind. N.
Okay. What?
He
N.
said N.
Nick.
Ooh.
Finish it. Say the rest of the word.
Alyssa.
No, that's not it. That's not what you were thinking.
No, tonight's episode of trying to get Adam to say the N-word again.
I mean, just Don at the front of a boardroom. He like flips a page on a. Just a big hand.
God damn it, Don.
What does this make you say?
What are you guys thinking right now?
Well, yeah. I'm going to keep flipping pages, and it's up to you to stop me.
Don, no.
Don, where's this going?
Don, I think we all get the point.
You know exactly where it's going.
And that's how London Fog is going to sell umbrellas.
Oh, did I have you for a second? Nighttime tea. You trick people into thinking you're going to be racist, and then you don't.
That's how you get their attention.
We can't do that. Everybody's doing woke advertising now. Well, that's where we go different. All right. That's where I think I already did the bit on the show about Don pitching he's like, it's young men in Ohio. And he's running a Dodge Challenger. And he's headed to the protest.
Oh, yeah, yes, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. Mm-hmm. That is correct.
And then Kylie Jenner hands a Pepsi to the cop. And the cop pulls down his pants, and you expect to see a penis, but he's had it cut off and turned into a vagina. And then Kylie Jenner gets down on her knees, and she starts sucking off. She says, "This is a real vagina, and I'm a lesbian." And then she washes the taste out of her mouth with a Pepsi. And then there's a guy there who turns into a dragon. He's like, "This is good," and everyone cheers for him. And then he turns into a dragon and flies away. And guess where he goes? That's right, the moon, to drink Pepsi.
To drink Pepsi.
It's the most expensive ad in history.
What's the end? He pitches Coke or something?
Yeah, I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
Well, at the end of the one with the Charlottesville thing?
No, at the end of the show, Mad Men.
Oh.
That's his final pitch.
Oh, it's Coca-Cola?
Suck the world a dick.
Interesting.
And fuck him in
It's
the
weird that it lines up almost perfectly with my idea.
It's like he stole it.
It's like they stole it from me, even though I've never watched.
You're in the future.
And I'm in the future.
Yeah.
We've got to go back.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to rape girls. Marty.
I forgot about that. Marty! I figured out how to take a gay car and use it to rape girls in the past.
They don't know what DNA is in the 20s, Marty.
They'll have no way to track me down. That's why we have to rape our own grandmothers. Even if they do preserve the DNA, it won't make any sense. They'll think she did it to herself.
I don't really want to do that, Doc.
Marty, you gotta check this out. I shoved a Rubik's Cube up my ass and solved it. Well, that is pretty cool, Doc.
That's pretty cool, Doc.
I gotta
I'm not
say.
gonna lie.
This is one of your science tricks. Don't you fucking love science?
I love to fuck a guy's ass.
Bill.
Bill Nye, the gay-ass guy.
Being gay is a property of matter.
I'm gay. Folks, listen, I would like...
What's up, kids? Today on Bill Nye, we're going to talk about masks. Do they actually work? Nope. There's no reason to wear one. It's a fake virus.
It's a fake
created
disease,
by
folks.
Israel. Bill. They sent it to China to accuse the Chinese of being vampires.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Bill Nye is fucking gay.
Bill Nye sucks up, guys.
Folks, listen, I'd love for you to come see me do comedy live in person while that's still going on.
I'm in Royersford, Pennsylvania this Friday.
Pennsylvania.
I'm in Royersford, Pennsylvania. Friday, October 16th.
Where's that?
It's I don't know exactly where the fuck it is,
cares?
but it's Soul Joel's Outdoor Comedy Club.
Nice.
And he's not black, apparently. I thought Soul Joe was going to be an awesome black guy with a fucking...
This is just a white man with soul.
He's a white man with
He's
soul.
Australian.
So come out to that October 16th, and I'm at good old Magooby's Joke House, Halloween weekend, the 30th and the 31st. So come out to that, and hopefully we'll get some other dates going if it's proven that it's fake, and we'll keep pumping. But for now, those are the dates. Come see me then, you little fucking whores.
And check out come.town. I have probably a couple new products hitting the store this week. Waiting on them to be pre-printed. That way, when you order them, they ship faster. Because usually the way we do it is I'll just roll something out, and then they wait until X amount of orders come in before printing them. And I want to put the kibosh on that, so I'm pre-ordering them myself. So when they hit the store, you order them, and they should ship relatively
right away.
Relatively quickly. Not sure if it's right away. Don't really trust
It will
it.
be right away.
They will do it right away.
It's going to happen immediately.
Just
They're
in
locked
case.
and loaded.
Theoretically, yes, it's supposed to be right away.
And the USPS is standing by.
USPNS.
You suck penis.
You suck penis.
Folks, we'll keep the post office, but I'm changing the name to You Suck Penis. And that's what you have to call them up and say, I suck penis if you want your mail. Every day.
Fuck.
Well, all right.
Time to hit the button.
Hitting the button. Goodbye, folks.
POD, or POD, as I call them. I don't.
No.
XFM 104.9. It's the Ricky Gervais Show.
With Steve Merchant?
Yeah. So Dermot O'Diddley,
Yes.
weeks and weeks in a row, he doesn't even turn up, and now suddenly he's all over breakfast.
I noticed, yeah, he's standing in for the breakfast show. Why weren't we asked to do that?
Well, we
Quite
were.
upsetting. Were we?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, but I don't want to get up that early, do I?
Sure.
I feel a bit hungover today, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's happening? What were you partying last night, were you?
Well, not partying. We just went out for a couple of drinks, then had a meal, and then went to the Borderline and saw. But I'll tell you about that. It's good.
You saw a band? That's the first
Yeah.
time in years, isn't it?
It is,
People
yeah,
like you.
yeah. Because do you know John Sim, the actor?
Not really.
He's in this band, right, called Magic Alex, and it was really good. They're sort of like a friendly Oasis. They got sort of
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
it's quite mank sort of feel, but it's really good songs and everything.
Is he the singer?
Yeah, no, he's a guitarist. Nice, cool. But it was full of actors because of that, and I felt quite tall.
That's ludicrous, because you're
See,
a very short man.
Well, I am. I'm sort of. I was average, but now I'm not. I don't think 5'8". That's what. But there, I was like quite. It was like Lilliput. So I just got to hang out at actors do. Yeah.
This is the reason, because actors are often quite handsome people, but yet they're always quite obnoxious.
We are.
No, I mean, they're normally quite obnoxious, Rick. Again, you're a good example of that. And yet, I think it must be the small man complex. That's what makes them so obnoxious and so kind of desperate for attention. Didn't realise it before.
Steady on.
Because of course I tower above everyone.
You do, don't you?
I'm, for people who don't know, who are listening, I'm 6'7" tall. That's high.
Yeah.
That's
And
big.
for people who've never seen him, he doesn't hold it well. It's not like he's a sort of handsome athlete, is it, Carl? He's a bit of a what would you call him?
Carl, don't answer.
No.
Don't get drawn into that. You know the game he's playing.
No. Do you know yesterday when you were in the office,
Yeah.
you did a little move, and it reminded me of Blakey. I thought
Oh, I hate you, Gervais. Oh, I hate you, Pilkington.
that's
He was-
our stance.
Yeah, but even he held it a little bit better, didn't he? Because he was a man, he had a big coat and everything, and a peak cap. But yeah.
I can't believe, I've not suffered enough from being freakishly tall. Now, two of my best buddies,
Yeah.
live on radio, are just...
It's not just height, though, is it? It's the posture and the face and everything.
But it's got your places, hasn't it?
No? What do you
No,
mean it's got me
it's-
places?
I think people give you a bit more of a chance in your career and stuff. 'Cause it's like,
Well, yeah, stacking shelves. Because I can reach to a high level.
Muse, plug-in baby on XFM 104.9.
Rick,
Ricky Gervais, go on.
Well, yeah, but I know you guys are laughing about the height thing, and for those that have only just tuned in, I am 6'7" tall, which is tall, and that's big. And I pride myself on it in a way. I've worked hard. I've not smoked. ate well, you know.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment, but obviously I didn't have much involvement in it. I just and it's a curse because mainly the problem is that you can't get stuff. You can't get clothes. You can't get shoes. You know?
Yeah. So it's 14 feet.
Yeah, but it is genuine, and I don't know. I mean, it costs a lot to buy a pair of size 14 shoes, and so I don't. I mean, if you were genuinely poor, I don't know how you'd afford to be tall because clothing costs more, everything costs more.
I've seen this in comics that you'd actually go to school in a barrel
Wearing a barrel
with just braces. It'd just be a barrel like that, and you'd have sort of flip flops, and you'd take a mule with you. They would have a mule, didn't they? The
But
poor
people always think like you'll be in a pub or something, and people just think they can talk to you about it. They just think, oh, you're lanky. It's just like because it's like.
But that really annoys you, doesn't it?
Well, it annoys me because it's like they think I should be proud of it. Like
Well, exactly, but they don't think that this is not a disadvantage. This is not a disability, is it? You're taller than most people. It might get
disability.
No. If you were 8'3", it'd be slightly debilitating. You would, but
Debilitating?
What?
Debilitating? Yeah. No, you're a medical man, aren't you? But no, the point is, it's a debilitating because you go on public transport. Like if you're on a coach,
Yeah.
the only place I can sit on a coach is that seat
On the driver's lap.
Either on the driver's lap or that seat at the very end.
Yeah.
You know which sits into the aisle.
Yeah.
That's the only place I can.
Why don't
sit.
you stand
And there's only
up?
some sort of stand at the back waving at drivers.
You could
in
drive
that
it from the back.
Here it comes. Watch it.
Were you a tall baby? Or
Mr. and Mrs. Merchant, you've given birth to a basketball player. Look at his dribble already. Were you a tall baby? Babies aren't tall.
at what point did you suddenly like, Jesus, nothing fits me?
Well, it didn't happen overnight. Carl.
Let's do a little graph. How tall were you at 5?
Oh, I don't know. 3 foot,
3 foot. How tall were you at 12?
6 foot.
6 foot, really?
I don't know, do I? How do I remember? I don't remember this.
Well, when did teachers start calling you freak boy and lanky?
They didn't. It wasn't
Didn't they?
so much. It was no.
You went to a funny school. I went bowling with him once. I'd never been bowling before, and he'd been once before. And he went, "Let's go to this bowl." We went to a bowling alley, right? And you have to wear these special shoes. Now they're sort of like pointed things anyway, and they're multicoloured, sort of red and green. They look pretty weird. And the woman said to me, "Oh, what size?" I said, "Oh, 8." She went, "Yeah." "So what size are you?" He went, 14. She went, 14? He went, "You probably haven't got them." She goes, "Yeah, I think we have got one pair." And she put them on the table, and it was like Krusty the Clown. And I just started laughing. They looked so long, and he had to run round this bowling alley in these freaky clown
But they
shoes.
don't look freaky clown like when I'm wearing them, because the rest of me's in proportion to it.
It looked like a little wall bracket.
One of the worst things that happened to me was when I was I don't know, when I was about 16 or something. We went to It's a fire
There's a
alarm.
fire alarm going off.
There's a fire alarm going
And the
off.
fire light's going off. Yeah. Should we not just maybe play a record and go and check that out?
Wrap it up if you want.
No, not wrap it up. Play a record. I'm gonna go.
No,
See you later.
it's gone off, Rick. It's gone off.
Oh, well, they might have burned down.
Yeah, I think we'd know about it. The flames licking around our ankles would be a clue.
God.
I'm gonna go and investigate. You shouldn't ignore a fire alarm, should you?
Blimey. We're entertaining the nation.
Oh, look at him. He's scared of fire. What do you mean? Mercury Rev. The dark is rising. That's a good song, isn't it?
I noticed that you're investigating the fire mainly involved wandering out into the office, looking around a bit, then coming back.
Yeah.
What did you find out?
There was no fire.
There was no fire.
No.
Right.
But I love imagine that though. Imagine like, there's a fire and there's loads of firemen. They go get back, and you go to the firemen. All get back. Oh, look at him.
I would. And actually
Yeah.
be justified to.
Okay, there's heavy shelling, lads. Retreat. Oh, back, Sarge. I'm sorry. Back, Sarge.
Yeah.
There was a fire alarm. I'd never seen it before. A fire thing going off. There was a fire alarm. I thought, oh, let's at least have a look if there's a fire. That's all I thought. See, there's some official coming in now to tell us we should have been running out.
There's no fire. Well, you can't just stop entertaining, you know, the people of London just because there's a fire.
This isn't the Titanic.
Well, true.
I don't have to carry on playing.
I don't know. It feels like a bit of a sinking ship, really.
Nice one. Nice one.
I don't know who I'm taking off then. Probably me.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Listen, let me just tell you briefly. This is another example of how people can just exploit you and make fun of you when you're tall.
Yeah.
I was quite tall. I've always been like about 6'7" for quite a while now. And when I was about 16, I went to a big New Year's celebration in Bristol, where I come from. And everyone kind of congregates in this big sort of part of town, and there's sort of people dancing around, like in Trafalgar Square. And I was there, like, somehow I just picked up a balloon somewhere along the line, one of those kind of helium sort of balloons, and I was holding that, sort of dancing around. And these two girls came up to me, and I was thinking, yeah, okay, you know, it's New Year's Eve, brilliant, you know, that's my kind of party.
Yeah.
They came up, they went, hey.
Once a year.
And they went, they said, you going to be here for long? And I went, well, maybe. And they said, it's just that we've arranged to meet back at you in about an hour. I went, what do you mean? I went, well, it's just because we can see you wherever you are. Don't worry, you can move around and stuff. We'll see you with the balloon. Just arrange to meet some friends.
I love that, a landmark.
So,
pilots use that. Oh, we're just coming in. There's where we go. When we see Steve Merchant, we'll be descending to Bristol Temple Mead.
What's really funny is New Year's Eve, Trafalgar Square got a huge column, but they use Steve as like the meeting point.
Steve's got a huge column.
Brilliant, Rick. Well done. Award-winning comedy from Ricky Gervais.
Happy Monday, took you back, didn't it? Happy Mondays there, Manxine there. Carl's like really getting down. Oh yeah. Oh come on.
Got
Come
any
on.
Veras?
Oh come on now. Did it take you back, did it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
29.
29. So you were just going into out of your teens.
I'm a Virgo.
No.
What?
No. No. You don't understand. It's just. I'm
Rick,
a
I
Virgo.
thought we discussed about involving Carl.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Management have told us we're just not allowed to do it.
We've had emails from people.
Please don't speak to Carl.
It's cruel.
Exactly.
On the cusp.
Can I just make an appeal? I don't want to...
On the cusp, the Virgo, he said. Still going through with it. Doesn't know what's going on, does he? Just wave bright objects at him.
Yeah.
We've got a competition this, Steve.
We have, but before we mention
Go
that,
on.
can I just ask something? I don't want to exploit our position on the radio.
No.
But I wonder, because I'm very tall, and it's very tricky for me to get size 14 shoes and big clothes and stuff, could I just get people to send some stuff if like, maybe they own a shop which...
Yeah, but
sells-
it'd be things like homemade clogs
That's
that people
cool.
have carved out of chunks of wood they found
That's
in the
whatever.
shed.
Whatever.
It's not
When I
really
was in
great.
America... When I was in America, everyone says to me, like, you go to America...
It was a cool. I made out of my own skin.
When I was in America, everyone told me like it would be really easy to get big clothes and big shoes and that because they're all huge and all freaks over there.
all right, steady on.
And I was wandering around New York and I was going in a few shops, kind of saying, we've got size 14, US 15 shoes, and they were going, no, one shop
Is that the difference?
Yeah.
One.
And they literally were laughing at me. There was a couple of shops where they literally laugh and get like someone else in and come and look at the tall, freaky Englishman.
Really?
And then one guy said, I remember we had someone come in here once, and he said he'd been to a shop which sold kind of stuff for really tall people, and he said, I think I can remember the address, and he sort of looked through the sort of telephone directory, and he made a note of it. And I went on the subway, and I went down all the
Lilliput.
and I went, it took me ages to get there, and really hard to find it. I finally went in there. I've never seen it. It was heaving, right, with freaks. It was
Really?
amazing. It was like, they just kind of gargoyles. It was like something from Lord of the Rings. They were just kind of these tall people and kind of gnarled.
Did they turn around and start bowing to you?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
And I went in and I just said, hi, I'm looking for a kind of da-da-da-da sort of thing. Guy went, yeah, sure. And he sort of hobbled off into the darkness and came back with exactly the kind of pair of shoes I wanted. I couldn't believe my luck.
It might be a magic shop.
But it was like that shop in Mr. Ben.
It might have been a dream, though. You see. Have you still actually got the shoes?
No.
Because when Mr. Ben sort of like goes back and wakes up next day, he finds like a feather in his pocket where he remembers he was a 17th century sort of squire or something.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The classic episode of Mr. Ben when he becomes a 17th century squire.
oh dear.
Mr. Ben learns to play the harpsichord.
And it's like when Mr. Ben, that black shopkeeper goes, right, are you going to pay for that? You're not just going to go through that door and then have an adventure and come back. Oh, yeah, I am. No, you're not. You're barred.
Yeah.
You just make me sick. We wait nothing from you. Well, I'm not in this for your amusement, Mr. Ben.
Is it only Ben who's got the insider knowledge about the magical doorway, or
I
is there
don't
any
know,
other
because
customers?
that fella in the fez doesn't seem to have anyone else there.
No, rarely. He's always grinning though. He knows
Yeah.
something.
I'm not sure. It's not a documentary though, is it? It's a kid's show, isn't it?
I can't remember.
No, it's not. It's just a kid's show, so anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people make that mistake
Sure.
when they slag off something like Scooby-Doo or
Oh.
Thundercats. It's not really
Not
reality.
real.
It's just a
Oh,
kid's.
but Mr. Ben, they were all on drugs, weren't they? Like Magic Roundabout.
My mate fancied Cheetara from
I forgot
Thundercats.
Cheetara. Which one was Cheetara? I quite like She-Woman.
She was a lovely
Yeah,
cat.
she was a real dish.
What's the sexiest cartoon?
I'm glad you've asked.
A lot of people say Jessica Rabbit.
They do, and they'd be right to say that, because she's actually human, she's not an animal, which is good.
What?
Isn't she? No, she's a normal woman married to a rabbit.
No, she's not.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
Is that what she got a surname, Rabbit? But
Yeah,
she's not
'cause
actually
she's
a rabbit.
married Roger Rabbit. But she's not actually a rabbit, she's a glamorous woman.
Is she?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
No, yeah, this is the weird thing about it.
That's weird though, isn't it?
It is weird, the idea of a rabbit having sex with a beautiful woman. That is the weirdest thing about it.
How does that make you feel?
Annoyed, if I'm honest. Yeah. But I bought some bunny ears just after I saw the film.
Oh, hip hop.
You got your hip hop
Oh,
track.
yeah, good. No. This album was rated by a lot of people last year. And my sources tell me that it's being re-released and re-recorded this year. Anyway, Nerd are the outfit. They're better known as the Neptunes, who are kind of sort of hip-hop R&B producers.
Yeah.
I think this track may have featured on a giveaway CD.
It did.
The NME.
It did.
Anyway, it's Dynamite. It's from the album In Search Of by Nerd, and it's Bobby James. Play it. Nerd from the album In Search Of, and that's Bobby James.
Brilliant.
It's great.
It's really big. It reminds me a little bit of Warren G. That chorus.
Sure, yeah. And apparently the album, it was on kind of limited release, so it's quite tricky to get hold of. But as I say, I think they're re-releasing it.
Well, you should tape off the radio because we're doing lots of features.
Yeah, no, I'll maybe play that again in the future. Just tape it off. I'll tell you what, I'll play the whole album over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we're just. I mean, you know, we're great enough as talking. We just go now, and you can
we
press
can't
play and
actually
record.
say we can't advocate you tape it off the radio because that's breaking.
No, or maybe I'll just do some bootlegs of the catalog and just sell them
if you want,
Camden Market for £4.
Exactly, fine.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we won't. I mean, we shouldn't really say that, but
Warren G is Dr. Dre's cousin, is he, or something? Is he?
Warren
that
G,
right?
I think is his cousin. Yeah.
But I know he's got a famous brother as well, and I think it's something like Nate Dogg.
Could well be Nate Dogg.
Maybe someone would know that and could email or phone in.
Yeah, or email maybe kind of.
This is the best thing about being on the radio. I can think of something. There was a competition on Virgin, right? I was listening Virgin. I think 105. No, what is it? I can't remember.
Yeah. Good station.
Good station. And they had a competition, right? And it was to win a trip to America on the Enterprise. It was all about space. And there was one question that had to answer 3 right, and it was who was the first one into space? Yuri Gagarin. Who was doing that? And then the third question was how much bigger than the moon is the sun? Is it twice as big or 4 times as big? And this one went 4 times as big. Went correct. It's not. It's hundreds of times
Probably a
bigger.
lot more big,
I can't believe. Can someone look that up on the internet and how many times bigger is the sun than the moon? It's not 4 times. It's huge. It's like beach ball to a pea type dimensions.
Which DJ was it? Do you remember on Virgin?
I can't remember, but it was the one on sort of about 11 o'clock.
I
Wouldn't want to be in there.
now.
Yeah, he's embarrassed himself,
He's
isn't
embarrassed
he?
himself.
When we do quizzes, we never get anything wrong.
That's true enough.
During that track, I'm chilling out, I'm loving it, aren't I? Carl goes, do you know how baguettes came about?
Do you know how baguettes come about?
I went, go on, and Steve went, no, save it.
Wait a minute though, I'm thinking, Rick, people are going to be desperate to know the answer to that. Why don't we play some ads and some music and stuff?
It's like a cliffhanger.
Exactly. How did baguettes come about?
Whatever he says is going to be good, isn't
Stay
it?
tuned to XFM to find out.
Hives, hate to say I told you so. So I love that sort of stuff. That and the Strokes. Well, it's so much better than this new metal rubbish, isn't it?
Definitely.
Now, most people think we talk rubbish on air.
Yep.
If they could hear the conversations
Off
that
air.
go on, I know. But someone just emailed in saying the sun is indeed about 400 times bigger than the moon. Thanks for that. That DJ must have looked it up and said 400 times. That can't be right. It's probably a printing error. 4 times.
Yeah.
Nothing can be 400 times bigger than the moon. Carl went, yeah, but the sun, it's only got 1 million years, isn't it? I went, what? He went, on that space program, it said that in 1 million years the sun will be destroyed, and he said, and then we're all shafted. Right? I laughed. Steve went, no, it's okay. By then, we'll be on another planet.
No, I think that's true. We'll have colonised other
Right?
planets.
Carl went, yeah, but there'll be no sun. Steve went, well, there's other suns, which is true. Carl went, well, I went, well, yeah, every star is a sun. Carl went, well, not really. Not really. Don't believe that, do you? And I went, no, it is. The sun is just a star. It's not even a particularly big star. Carl went, well, why didn't they say that instead of worrying me? Instead of worrying me.
In 1 million years' time.
Yeah.
I look at this Carl, he's been preserved, brought back to life, and is now the ruler of the world.
Just a head in a fish tank. And he speaks like this. I'm Pilkington.
The reason you became king of the universe, of course, is because of your fascinating French bread anecdote.
Oh yeah, yeah. Come on
the
then. How did baguettes come about? If this is going to be someone cooked a loaf a bit wrong and said I can still make a sandwich out of it, I'm going to hit you.
No.
Go on then.
Right. Napoleon, when he was at war and that with Russia,
1812. Yeah.
yeah, all his soldiers were like, not used to the cold weather and that. So they said, take some clothes in your bag with you because it's going to be
Chilly.
nippy
Yeah.
out there. So they put all the clothes in the bag.
Sure. Do what they were told.
Thought, oh,
It's Napoleon, for Christ's sake.
No room for any food.
No,
You're joking.
So
Couldn't they make some sort of like sandwich?
no, it won't fit because I've got all the clothes. You have to take extra gear.
Sure.
for them. So anyway, he
I
said,
can see where
know.
this is going.
Is there a baguette-shaped gap left in their holdall?
They thought, let's make some bread that you can fit down your trouser leg.
What?
That's not true!
I read it in Euston train station. I was waiting to go back to Manchester.
Where did you read this?
Scrawled on the wall in graffiti.
Yeah.
Do you know the
Was it also meet me here for cockfun at 12 o'clock?
The upper crust sandwich shop, Euston station. It's on the wall.
What do you mean it's on the wall?
Do you know how it says like sale on at Dixon's, whatever?
Yeah.
Next to that, there was like a bit of information. Once you've read the stuff on Dixon's,
Baguette information.
there's a big thing about the history of the baguette. I read it and I thought,
we got to make a sandwich we can split down our trouser leg.
But how can you march and fight with a huge piece of bread down your train?
Although it would be intimidating. You see them coming, you go, sacre bleu, look at the size of them. They're big fellas. Well,
Blimey. I can't help but feel that could be a practical joke at your expense.
yeah.
doesn't do that.
Well, the Earl of
Do you ever
Sandwich...
question anything you read? If it's printed up, is that
Yeah.
like fact for you then?
Well, it's not funny. I mean, if they were trying to be funny, it's like, it's not, is it? So it's
Have
information.
you heard us? Things sometimes want to be funny when they're not.
That's exactly what happened with the sandwich. The Earl of Sandwich wanted something he could fit down his pants. And it was those triangle cut sandwiches wrapped in cling film were perfect. You might be right. You might be right.
I am.
Because the Cornish pasty, so they could drop it down the mines, isn't it?
Is it?
They wrapped it up they wrapped up like meat and vegetables in pastry, and they sort of crimped it, and it was like a little, and they dropped it down the mine. So, yeah, that's where that came about.
And bagels were originally made so that people could play hoopla, but then eat afterwards. I don't know if you're aware of that. That is true, Carl.
Well, anyway,
Call my bluff. Is that true?
yeah,
They're all true.
They're all true.
Yeah.
Tell your kids that when you have them.
Yeah.
You know, if they're still alive in a million years.
Well, it might be true. Can someone confirm that baguette fact that it was so Napoleon could stick it down
Not
his
him.
trousers? Not him, his soldiers.
His men.
Yeah.
Fascinating information. Fascinating bread information, Carl.
Radiohead.
Yeah, now this is my song for the lovers. It's a beautiful track. It's Let Down off OK Computer. It's one of my favourite Radiohead tracks. It's lovely. Right, set the tape going now if you want to tape these songs. Avalanches, Frontier Psychiatrist.
Absolutely.
Well, we've had lots of emails. People, obviously, we inflamed and provoked
Well,
about
actually, I have to say,
the
Rick-
Cornish pasty. I've got a couple of amendments to that. The crusty bit, is actually as a handle, because obviously the mines have dirty hands, and they'd eat all the stuff in the pasty, and they'd be left with this sort of crust, and they could throw that away. Also, someone told us that at one end was an apple, so you have a little sweet as well.
No dessert.
So there you go.
You noticed how, like, over the years we've been doing this, way back when we started XFM, no one ever contributes when we ask about the music, when we
No.
ask about hip-hop,
No.
or their, opinions on that, anything important.
No.
But start talking about pasties,
Yeah.
we've had about 5 phone calls.
Yeah, and someone phoned up to confirm they used to work for Upper Crust, and basically Carl got all excited. So it is true. Sure, but I don't know if it's true. I've read the same sign you did, Carl.
Interestingly, there's an email here that says, which basically offers a history of the baguette,
Yeah.
and talks about after the revolution, the government decreed that all of France must eat the same bread, and it was up to the bakers to bake this bread of equality. And then Napoleon kind of made sure it was a particular. He kind of set in.
Yeah, obviously on the bread you can eat anything you find in the garden: frogs, snails, bits of horse,
But the
squid.
interesting thing is, Rick, that there's no mention of sticking it down your trousers whilst going to war.
The French have tried to keep that secret for over 100 years,
It's only
Steve.
the upper crust people.
Yeah, nearly 200 years, that is a top secret. Somehow Euston Station Upper Crust got hold of a document, left behind in an old sea chest, possibly Napoleon's, could have been Josephine's. Unfortunately, jotted it down. He's kicking himself now. Oh, Secret, I cannot believe I left a note. If he talked like that.
He did.
He did that, yeah, he talked English, but in a very funny French accent.
Do you remember, the one thing that, talking about funny French accents, you remember Allo Allo?
Yeah.
Remember, it was on about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but they still meant, because it was a funny Frenchman, it was that English guy who was posing as a French police officer.
It's very complicated.
He would often walk by, and I remember there was one where he said, I was pissing by the door when I heard the shit.
Oh yeah.
Now that's
passing by the door.
I'm allowed to say
Passing
that.
by the door when I heard a shot.
That's what he's saying. I'm allowed to say that at 2 o'clock because I'm just saying I'm talking in a French accent.
Yeah.
I was pissing by the door when I heard a shit.
Yeah.
That's fine
Yeah.
because I'm speaking French, Carl.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the rule.
Do you know why people tink the glasses before they have a drink?
Why they tink? The verb to tink.
I do know that, Carl. Is it about poison?
It is.
Here we are.
What, would it make a different noise?
Nope.
Brilliant. Go on, explain.
Right.
You
it.
explain it, Steve.
No, don't Steve. You explain it, Carl. Go on. I've started, so I'll finish. Go on, Carl. Explain why they tink the glasses.
Ages ago,
Yeah.
only people with money had drinking or something.
That's not one of my film reviews. Years ago. Welcome to History Now. Now, ages ago, only people with money had drinking or something.
Keep going, Carl.
Keep going.
Like spirit and stuff. So they'd it's like businessmen with money.
It's easy for you to say. This is getting to be cruel, isn't it?
This is amazing.
Yeah, go on.
Why did you open your mouth, Carl? What were you hoping was the best that could happen?
Because you were trying to make me look stupid before with the planet, so
Where is you now?
Yeah, go on, no, come on. Businessmen with money have got to drink and ching. Okay, so then, with those drinks...
so they'd nip round to have a chat about the whatever they're earning money with, and they'd say, right, do you want a drink then? And I'd go, oh yeah, that'd be all right. So rather than like just pouring it out of a bottle into a glass and saying, there you go, it could be going, hang on a minute, it could be poisoning me ear and trying to like nick my business idea.
Yeah.
So what they'd do, it sort of pour a bit of his drink into the other person's glass, and you get that tink noise, and that's like cheers, you know.
No, Carl, I just have a slight amendment there. I think what it was you're absolutely right that they would then test each other's drinks to show that it wasn't poison. But over the years, that was reduced to just chinking the glasses by way of saying let's not actually bother going through the whole rigmarole. They just did the chinking of the glasses.
Yeah,
as a
right,
kind of symbolic way of saying it.
Yeah, that's good.
It was exhausting though, wasn't it?
I know.
Was it worth it, do you think?
Well, I like that, because people will carry that with them then. When they do that, they'll think, oh, that bloke's definitely not trying to poison me.
Yeah.
So the horrible thing is that now, when they do the glasses, I can laugh and go, they don't know I've poisoned them.
Exactly.
You should always do the pouring back and forth. It's a shortcut, it's a slippery slope. You know, just be careful. Ash, there's a star. One of my bands of 2001, Ash.
Was it?
Yeah, they've come through. I didn't like them at first. Thought, you know, a bit too lo-fi, but I think they've worked it. They do good songs. They're good performers, and I think they're probably thoroughly nice chaps.
Sure.
All right. We didn't say hello because we were away for a couple of weeks. We didn't come back and go, oh, we're back, did we? It's like nothing ever happened.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, you.
Yep. Carl?
Yeah, it's alright.
Lovely. Okay, let's crack on.
Good. I went on holiday after Christmas, yeah. And so did our mutual friend, Phil Balker.
Yeah, good man.
He was in Lanzarote and he told me one of the funny... I don't know if I can tell this on the radio. I'll have to say the C word. I'll just go... It's in a sentence, so I just go you see when it comes, so you'll know that he's saying the terrible word. Just, you know, didn't want to ruin the anecdote. Anyway, they're walking along one evening in Lanzarote, and there's lots of Brits there apparently, and Phil overhears a sort of married couple arguing. They're having to go home a bit early, and she's saying to him, she went, for Christ's sake, every time we come out drinking, you always shit yourself. Right?
Wow.
Always, not once. So he's going, I've told you, he said, it's not the drink, it's the weather. She went, the weather. You'll be blaming the food next, you see. I don't think they should have got married.
Wow.
Or when did you think the shooting themselves started? Must have been after the marriage, because if they, you know, you're courting, and you go, went out with that, Derek again, did you last night? Yeah, how was it? The evening was lovely, the meal was nice, but he shut himself. Again. That's 5 dates, 5 different heaps of shit.
But I think I can change him.
I think it changed him, yeah. It must have happened after the marrying. Oh, he just might have think, oh god, always got to that age where I think, look, I'll just empty it when I get home.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep going up and going to the toilet, you know.
It's the ice that does it.
Carl is right, I think. It is the ice.
What do you mean?
People forget, you know, they say, oh, don't drink the water when you're on holiday, and they don't. They drink, you know, they buy Evian and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Forget about the ice.
The ice cubes, you're right, in a bar. Made from tap water.
And that can do it, can it?
Yeah.
But what she said every time you're drinking, didn't she?
I assume that she wasn't drinking ice then.
Yeah.
I mean, why is it just having to
Well, let's be honest, everyone that goes on holiday doesn't end up crapping themselves.
Yeah, they usually make it to a
He
toilet.
does it every time he drinks, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, apparently.
Just don't let him carry the baguettes.
He's good, isn't he?
Oh, Carl comes out with that.
He does now and again,
High
doesn't he?
five, Carl. That was sweet, man. That was
Yeah,
sweet.
nice one.
Yeah, respect you.
Right, we've got another feature now.
Yes, this is a feature which we introduced before Christmas, and it was so popular we brought it into 2002 as well. And it's
We've
called
carried it over with us. It's an interesting thing, and I don't think we'll ever run out of features for
I
it.
don't think so.
Go on, and what's the feature called, Steve?
It's rather brilliantly called A Song That I Like.
Yeah.
And in it, let me explain.
Go on, go on.
What I do is, in it, I play a song.
What, that you like, or?
That I like.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
so you just pick a few, I'm going to explain this. All the songs, right, there are, Carl, Steve likes some of them, he doesn't like others.
Exactly.
But for this particular feature, the only songs that will be in this section will be the ones that he likes.
If you think you're going to hear songs that I don't like, you're wrong. Let me clear that out straight away. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's songs that I like.
What song have you chosen to play?
Thank you very much for asking. I have chosen, and it's something I've only been introduced to recently, but I did enjoy it, and it seemed, just felt contemporary. It's Patti Smith and the classic Gloria.
Oh, fantastic.
Play it, Carl. Gloria by Patti Smith. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I love it.
It's lovely to hear that again.
I've always been one of my favourite tracks.
And as Carl pointed out, sounds remarkably like, who did you mention?
PJ Harvey. Oh yeah, well, yeah, everyone knew that. She was obviously very influenced by her.
That's fine, that's fine.
That's all right. That's allowed.
That's cool.
I like PJ Harvey too.
Exactly.
There's enough room for two.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, here we are then.
Let's just take a moment to think about what we've done, you know.
Yeah, well, it's been good. It's
we've enjoyed
it's
ourselves.
an hour 20 minutes. We've talked about shit in yourself.
We talked about pasties.
We've done pasties. We've done pasties.
A number of pastries, actually.
We never got the. We should go in a competition. Who's the tastiest cartoon ever?
Well, actually,
I threw
someone
up
did contribute.
Cheetara. I threw up Jessica Rabbit.
I've had some people contribute here on
Go
the
on.
email. We've got someone here, Dom, has emailed us. He's told us that for him, Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
Always
popular choice.
And obviously, this is one I've never quite understood. Wilma from the Flintstones. I've actually always felt that Wilma. I don't know. I just thought she was a bit.
No, not Wilma. Betty, surely.
Yeah, Betty.
Well, this is what I'm doing. Wilma. I mean, yeah, Betty, surely, but Wilma. No, I mean
it's
she's
just
quite
like-
homely. But Betty, yeah.
Come on, Steve. You wouldn't say no to Wilma.
No, I suppose not.
If it was on.
I'd be worried about Fred if he found out.
Well, I'd hate to do it, you
I don't
know.
want to do it to Fred. He's a good guy.
He is, isn't he? He's a bit of a jump. Whereas Barney, to be honest, I don't think he deserves Betty.
Do they both work in the quarry? Because, I mean, let's be honest, Fred, not a smart man. I mean, he hasn't come out of rock school with anything other than a couple of basic O-levels.
I know, but he's a hard-working, sound sort of
But they've got a
guy.
big house, they got like a TV, they got that bird thing.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
got-
be honest, if I was Fred, I would be a little bit disappointed that my kid does nothing, whereas Barney's can lift up sort of tall buildings. Bam, bam. He's a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
strong, you know.
I mean, interestingly, Fred loves his job. He's always yabba dabba doing at the end of the day.
He does
He's
yabba dabba.
all day lifting rocks from one place to
I'll
another.
tell you what, I wouldn't take that from that cat, though.
I would.
If a cat picked me up by the scruff neck and put me out,
Yeah.
right, on the doorstep, I'd
right.
go mental. I'd get rid of it.
I'd
It
get
is a saber-toothed tiger, though, Carl, so it could rip him to shreds. It's not like a normal domestic cat you have nowadays.
You know when they go to the drive-in at the beginning?
Yeah.
And they order maybe some ribs.
Yeah, that
And one
huge-
brings that huge rib, and it tips the car over.
Yeah.
Was that her first day on the job? because
Yeah,
it's never been ordered before.
Yeah, I always thought,
she'd have realised.
yeah, we're out of pig. We've got Brontosaurus rib. And he
Exactly.
goes, well, that knock the car over.
No, it won't.
I don't know.
Rick, can I tell you now? That was an accident waiting to happen.
It was really, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it did.
Oh dear. Mind you, I went to Texas once, and I had some ribs, and it was like the Flintstones. It was huge, and not only did it look too much like an animal that I couldn't actually eat it. I don't know who could eat it. I mean, seriously, it was 2 foot long,
Yeah.
and all the it was like half a rib cage, and I
It is
just
incredible. My friends lived in Texas for a while, and they once were in a kind of diner, and there was you know those kind of benches that are attached to the table
yeah.
itself, like a kind of picnic bench.
yeah.
And this huge fat guy came in. He came wobbling. He ordered like this kind of everything you can eat meal, and his fat kind of sort of kind of
It's big
wrapped
fatty
itself-
fatness fatted on
Exactly.
the fat table. Yeah.
It wrapped itself around the table and everything.
Oh,
He was
God.
chowing down, and when he tried to leave, the table came up with him.
Oh no.
Imagine that!
I mean, they are fat, aren't they?
They're big people.
They're huge people. But it was that thing we talked about before, that bloke on Jerry Springer Show was like 80 stone, right? Now, I felt quite sorry for him. He was really sad and he was crying. It is rad, but my point is this, right? When he got to say 50 stones,
Sure.
didn't he go, that's too much
That's gotta be enough.
for a land animal?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's big, isn't it? I mean, I'm getting worried. I'm 13 stone, and I'm genuinely getting worried. I'm thinking, oh,
Yeah,
God.
when you've got that big, when you've actually got your own mare.
yeah. When you
It's time.
when you have to get in helpers to look what the scale says.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 people lift up your belly and go, it's 52 stone. You go, that's too much.
Exactly.
I'm going to only have 9 breakfasts
When you actually,
today.
when you begin to appear on the Ordnance Survey map,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. When
you've got your own symbol.
It's like we can see 2 things from space now: Fatty and Steve Merchant. We'll be landing
All right,
at about.
calm down.
Well, no, I'm just
Have a
saying.
go,
At all, you're
mate.
not fat, aren't you? You're freakish and big.
Just another
Go
quick
on.
thought. Someone's mentioned Daphne from Scooby-Doo, and
Yeah.
but I've always had a soft spot for Velma.
Velma.
Because Velma's
Oh
one of the
no.
glasses. I mean, I'd have
She's
had my-
clever.
Can I tell you what would have happened if I was in that environment? I was maybe on the
Your glasses would have got tangled
No,
up.
I'd have always had I'd always been making a play for Daphne, right? And Velma would have fancied me, but I
Yeah.
kind of always ignored it because I was playing for Daphne. And then when I finally realised it was never going to happen with Daphne, I'd have blown it with Velma. That's
Maybe
the
not
story of my
though.
life.
Maybe not. Sometimes those, they might, appreciate honesty. And go, listen, I've been hitting on the good-looking one. Oi, Four Eyes.
Yeah,
Do you fancy it, Chubbs?
exactly.
Something like
Just
that.
being honest is what you're saying.
Well, yeah.
I'm wondering, I don't mean to be libelous, but Velma, she was quite short, the glasses, the short hair.
Lesbian?
Hung around with the dog and
Lesbian?
the bloke. I'm beginning to wonder if she
Yeah.
was maybe.
I thought, see, unfortunately, I said lesbian there, and you still carried on with your assessment of what it is to be a lesbian. It's bad enough doing the cliches of having short hair, but you said the dog.
Yeah, well, she hangs around with a dog.
Do lesbians do that?
Well, have you seen some lesbians? They're right dogs. Good night. Have you seen what I've done there? You know what I've done there, Rick? Comedy award winning.
Professional. I was having a cup of tea. 100 Reasons there on XFM 104.9, just gone half 2.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, with Steve Merchant.
Hi.
Alright?
Rick, we've got a couple of emails in here, and they're saying they enjoyed your performance over the Christmas period on a programme called 100 Greatest TV Moments.
Yeah.
Did you do an interview or something? What was the deal? I didn't see this.
Yeah, the Office was in there, wasn't it? And I was
Right.
interviewed for it.
But what are they talking about with they enjoyed your performance? Come on, tell me. what it-
do you?
No,
I
I
thought it's the thing that I did on Razzmatazz.
Oh, is this where they found a clip or something?
Yeah. No, alright, I was in a band and we had one single out or something, and I did one TV appearance when I was about, oh god, and they showed a bit of it, about 7 seconds, me on Razzmatazz. Oh god.
Razzmatazz, for those that don't remember, was like a kind of, I suppose, what was it, like a kind
Kids.
of CD UK of its time?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And, oh god. And it was of the time, sort of new romantic.
And they showed a clip of this?
I looked about 10 and about 5 stone with hair and makeup and girly clothes. My sister actually said I looked like Posh Spice.
Brilliant.
Which is, there's a funny story about that, because we were rushed and we had to do this thing, and we were, oh god, and we were meant to take a flight to Newcastle. And
Were you travelling from London?
yeah, but we got there and we didn't have tickets, we were told we were there, but the A&R man overslept. Right, for the record company, overslept, and it was terrible, and we were fretting, and eventually it was too late to get the plane, we missed the plane, we had to get a train, and it was really kind of fine. They were back and forth going, yeah, if they come now, we can still do it, we're going to miss it, and this was like a big promotional thing. And we got there, and they went, God, right? And I had this sort of like jumpsuit I was wearing that I'd cut off, put that on backwards.
A jumpsuit.
Yeah, I know,
Is this what was on the clip?
Yeah, I had that on back to front, and there was no time, and I think I even mimed wrong at one point, and it was awful. But the funny story is this, that when we were there, we didn't have our tickets.
This was at the airport.
We bumped into Bucks Fizz. The guys and girls from Bucks Fizz and their manager, so there's like 5 of them, right? And there's 2 of us, and they had 5 tickets. And Bucks Fizz tried to smuggle us through. And so they went through the things, right? And they went, tickets please. And he just waved 5 tickets that he had. Like that, goes, this is us, right? And they went, well, can I have a look at them? And they went, there's only 5 here. And they just looked at us and went, sorry lads, we tried. We were nearly smuggled through.
By Bobby. Carol.
They couldn't even with their powers. They were the height of their powers.
That was the believe type.
They'd already done making your mind up. I thought if anyone can get us through customs check, it was the Fizz.